Good morning, afternoon, or wherever you are in the world. Happy COVID-19. Um, Now we need to work out who's doing this to people, who's doing the surgeries, and this would clearly take a neurosurgeon. In Australia, there's 150 neurosurgeons for the whole country. 150. So that is 0.1% or some shit. You know what I mean? Like it's a really low number. That's the first case. And if they were brought in from overseas, that's even that's well, there's immigration can reflect that. You come into Australia with our passports, you scan it and you stand in front of a facial recognition, and it will tell you whether you're that person or not. There's no bullshitting. There's no hiding. There's no putting makeup on. Even the Muslim women that wear burqas and things like that, their eyes are enough. It will do retinal scans. It will do everything possible. Australia's border protection, second to none. The British want to actually take our ideas for border protection. That's how good our border protection is. Australia's border protection, we're that good. We look after New Zealand as well. That's how good Australia is at border protection. We're a fucking big island. We know what we're doing. There's one way in, or there's two ways in, by boat or by fucking plane. That's it. You can't walk on water. You can't drive in. Our border protection is pristine. You can't get in there without us knowing. You can't leave. You can't come in. It's straight up. So there's 150 neurosurgeons in Australia. Now, pretty straightforward. So that's what we're going to be doing, or what I'm going to be doing over the next few days. I'm going to go through LinkedIn. I started doing this before, but my phone got stolen. I've had a lot of setbacks. Whoever they are, they don't want me to find out. I've been clearly tortured at times. I know who the police officer was involved. It's not slander because I know you did it, Jai. So that's just fucking easy. It's easy, bro. You know what I mean? It's fucking easy. But we need to find the surgeon. I need to know if the surgeon knew what was going on properly, or whether they were just coerced. I don't know, because I've received a lot of death threats. So I don't know if the surgeon received a lot of death threats. So we're going to need a neurosurgeon. We get him, that's it. If he was not the only surgeon there, then he knows who the rest of them are. And it's so fucking easy. It's neurosurgeon. So everybody that's happening to in the US, it's not hard to find who the people are, because you need a neurosurgeon, a neurosurgeon or a neural surgeon, one of the two. Don't quote me. I'm a bit of a bumpkin redneck. I'm not a genius, but I know how things work. You know what I mean? So let's start with that. We've got 150 people in Australia. It's not hard. Now we need to work out who was in where and who was doing what at what time, which is pretty straightforward. I mean, if they're out the country, they're out the country. That narrows it down. So at that time of year, everyone's sort of on holidays. Our holidays are when you guys are at work, because we go on our summer. Australian summer's in like December, when you guys are rugged up at home having Christmas. So that's the next thing I need to do. That's pretty straightforward and basic. LinkedIn may help. Maybe they're on LinkedIn, maybe they're not. Hopefully they're on LinkedIn, because I need to speak to this person. I don't want to hurt them. I just want to speak to them. I need to know if they decided this was life or death. You know what I mean? Like, were they threatened? Were they coerced? I'm not sure. So that's what's going to happen now. If this is happening to you, you have these implants. I've seen a lot of times with Walbert and Bell and the other guys that have had this happen to them. They didn't know who the surgeons were, but it's pretty straight fucking forward, because it's a neural surgeon. You got to go to school for a very fucking long time and be pretty well skilled to do this shit. And if you are doing this and you are in the medical fields, your symbol, that snake and the spiral and that thing, that is a very powerful symbol. That's That's a beautiful symbol. That's we're going to keep you safe. We're going to keep you alive, and you're pissing on it. You know, being a doctor means something in this world. Being a nurse means something in this world. Why are you being evil? You know what I mean? We don't want those types of people running our hospitals. We don't want. I've read in the cases now of what do they call it? Medically kidnapping people and things like that. Why? Why are you doing that? Why aren't these people being screened before they come through the hospitals? We don't want deviates. We don't want sick people. We don't want twisted people. And if you get twisted by seeing too much blood, put your hand up and say, I'm a little bit fucked up now. Let's not fire these people. They're useful people. They're very good people in the world. But why? Why are you doing this evil shit? And if someone comes to you with money, you're a fuckwit. If someone comes to you and threatens you, then I'm very sorry, but sometimes you just got to have a bit of nuts and just say, get fucked, we don't care. You can do whatever you want. We'll just put it on the news, you know what I mean? Because we don't want evil in this fucking world. We don't want medical experiments. We don't want any of that weird shit. So that's what needs to happen now, is we need to work out what fucking surgeons are doing this shit, and if they're just fucked in the head or just greedy and take money, then fuck them off, take away their doctorate or whatever the fuck they get. I don't know nor care. And if there is an actual decent neurosurgeon in the world that can help people like me, because I need this fucking thing out, it's a little bit expensive, but we know who sort of paid you to do it, or pays people to do it, so we've got their bank book to pay for it to get it out. It's just me getting to you is a hard part because of the harassment, the gang stalking, and the use of these implants to fucking torture me all the fucking time. I'm being tortured by these fuckers. A pacemaker is pretty much the most worst fucking thing you can have if someone's got control of it, and you can say that sounds like bullshit, but how do you adjust a pacemaker these days? Any implant these days will be fixed with one of these, with a phone. It'll be a phone or a laptop. It'll link through the internet or Wi-Fi or fucking Bluetooth, and you'll adjust the levels, make sure it's working correctly. So it's not well, it's pretty basic. It's basic. If you're old-minded, or if you're a cop and you're hearing this, you're watching this and you're thinking, this sounds a little bit too far-fetched for my liking, it's a new world, mate. And the new world's got evil fucking people. They're narcissistic, and this is how they get things done. So we don't... Just because crime's adapting doesn't mean it doesn't happen. You just need to come into the new world and see that there's a fucking lot of evil shit going down. And when this is done, I will be applying for the police force or whatever the fuck I can. Because when someone comes to me with some weird fucking story, I'm just going to go, you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to dive on it. You know why? Because maybe... a lot of people are going to come in and say, I'm seeing aliens or whatever. No, you're not seeing aliens, but someone might be fucking with you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go put my foot in their ass and I'm going to stop this shit. Because there's a lot of people that can just prey on fucking people by using these weird fucking tactics and techniques, so they sound so far-fetched that they can't get the help they need. So, yeah. If you're one of those people that fuck with people, fuck you. And the police are going to get smarter by this. And if you're a cop that goes in on this sort of shit, fuck you, quit, throw your gun and your badge up wherever the fuck it is. Just throw it in the water. Go hang your fucking self. You're sick, you're twisted, we don't like you. We don't want people like this in the world. Fuck. I'm all for religious freedom, but you motherfuckers need Jesus, eh? Like, what the fuck? Anyway, that's me signing off. Thanks to people actually giving me tips and pointers about what's going on. And we're going to fuck your life up for what you did. Have fun.